So the first time I was ever on a motorcycle was around 3 years old. It was a PW50 that I raced when I started racing quads around 3 or 4. And when I was racing quads, my dad introduced me to a dirt bike, which allowed me to ride the PW50 and try that out for the first time. And then, I also raced quads. Racing quads is crazy because of all the jumps you still hit, but you're on 4 wheels. But I raced quads since I was like 3 till around like 7 or 8. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
The reason I chose the number 79 was my uncle used to race professionally for BMW, the same series, CSBK here. And he got it from my dad's friend who got out of the Air Force in 1979. So when he started racing, he chose the number 79 because of that. And then when I started getting into riding bikes and started racing and different things like that, that's just to honor him was the reason. My Uncle Paul was the reason that I chose 79.
Turn number 10, as he had a great drive there on Moore and Collins. They were side by side as they came across the stripe with Trombley just about.
Well, throughout my career, definitely my dad. My dad's been, kind of the rock, the person who's, made me able to do all of this stuff. Same thing with my Uncle Paul. From the start, they've been kind of the reason that this has happened, the reason that I've been around here. My mom, my brother, my girlfriend, Sarah, the people that are in your life that mean the most to you really help, push you to be better and become better. And I think that that's the reason that, I've come to the level that I am now. Sponsors are everything. My relationship with my sponsors is one of the biggest things that you can have in any sport, right? When it comes to team sponsors, bigger, different teams like football and rugby, they have big sponsors. But with racing, again, it's very much personality and, person-oriented. You can't do it without sponsors. Sponsors are key and to you becoming a good rider. And also key to becoming a good person. I find it's mostly you strive to find people that want to help. Guys like Mack Weil at Snow City Cycle Marine, he's been nothing but amazing and helpful and good to me because he's a family man. He loves racing. He loves supporting people and. Without him, I really couldn't do a lot of it. Same thing with Canadian Kawasaki. There's a lot of guys, Jacob, Jeff, all those guys over at Canadian Kawasaki. They are super, super big to my racing career, right? They help with the bikes. They help with different things. Everyone's supportive in their own ways. Importations Thibault, they're supportive in the way that they help me with suits and gloves and gear and stuff, right? Kawasaki, Snow City Cycle Marine, they help me out with the bike stuff, right? My dad with travel, with motorcyclecourse.com, my uncle, all the different people that really help and are there for you. Scott Cartier, he does all my tuning. Scott Zoles does all my mechanic work. Like, those guys really, you really try and become a person-oriented. You surround yourself with people that you like and that you appreciate, because the thing is that if you're not happy with how their relationship is with you and them, it doesn't work out, right? So you have to find those people that really honestly can be there for you and can help you in the ways that you need to be able to go faster. Fastest speed I've ever gone on a bike is probably 290 kilometers an hour. It's crazy. I'd like to say my Uncle Paul, but if I was to think of anyone, recent, probably my favorite racer right now is Pedro Acosta, I'd say. My favorite track's Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Oh, one day, a track I wish I could race on. I'd have to probably say Misano in Italy. My favorite premium meal, honestly, probably like a grilled chicken breast on a bun with some ranch. The bike I ride on the street is a Kawasaki Ninja ZX4RR. Kawasaki Ninja H2. And yeah, so then 24 was last year, my first rookie pro year, super big learning year. You know, we didn't really have the motor work done. It's kind of a bit of a bummer. It was a learning year though, and that was the good thing. It got faster. I dropped lap times like crazy. You know, I had all personal bests at all different tracks. Like, it really helped me become a better rider because I was so used to being up at the front and, you know, being there, where you get into pro and everyone is dicing for a win. So it was a good learning year, you know, and into this year is good.